Hey, YouTube modeling community. Dave Heights down here at the Rat's Nest. Hadn't been on in quite a while. Been kind of busy at work. This is about the time of the year for us, the yearly inventory. It's been pretty hectic and crazy the last few weeks. Finally get Saturday and Sunday off. Yeah, haven't had that in a while. But anyway, like I said, just hadn't been on here in a while. Thought I'd jump out here, do a quick update video. Not a lot really went on. I mean, I've been working. But I have picked up a few things. I did finish 99.5% finished right now with it. Well, actually a little more than that, but I'm going to try to get this one done, take it down to, we're going to Louisville this coming Saturday. Heading down there on the 14th. Haven't ever been down there. New contest for us. I'm bringing a lot of the old iron out of the cabinet and taking down. Never been down there before, so see what it does. I officially retired my farm truck build to the display case. I'd been to almost every show you can think of up in this area. Like I said, this is a new show, so I'm bringing the old farm truck out of retirement for the weekend. So see how it does. Taking all my rat rod stuff. I'm actually going to be taking this one. I want to finish it up. Like I said, I'm going to say 90% done. I got some interior work to do to it. I'm making the glass for it right now. Still got to do a little trimming. It's starting to fit good, but what it was a car we did on a Facebook group. It was a convertible build-off, and I chose to build a 62 Plymouth Fury convertible, and I mean, I just had the kit sitting around, wasn't sure what I was going to do with it. Thought, this would be an opportunity to try to see if I could build it. And it was a sealed kit, so I opened it up, got entered in the build off, and when I first started it, I didn't know which way I was going to go with it. And I was messing around here one afternoon, and I had a can of the Go Mango Green, Gringo, whatever it is. I shot it, and the more I got to messing with it, the more I was really starting to like it. So one afternoon I was digging through some decals and had them RT stripes. I don't know if that thing's focusing well enough or not, but put the RT stripes on it there, the RT logo. And of course I had people, a friend of mine, they didn't have RTs in 62. I said, yeah, I know it don't stand for road and track or rapid transit or anything like that. It stands for ragtop. So I thought it was a cool little twist to it. Like I said, man, I just wasn't going to do, I didn't know what I was going to do with it. So I started piddling around with it. I actually ended up salvaging a 426 Hemi out of a I believe it was a GTX, maybe a Cornet kit, I can't remember. I built this thing, had to have been early 2000, 2001, somewhere around there. But I detailed that and up, and I was going to do a rebuild on it anyway, so I stole the motor out of it for this one. I thought it set it off pretty good. I took a little piece of bare metal foil, cut me out a little tray pan for the front end, so it'll cover these posts here. But I dropped that motor in there. It's going to focus weird, but now I dropped that motor in it. I still got a little bit of detail work to do to that. I still got to get the headers on it, but no, it turned out pretty cool. I thought I was happy with it when it finished. And like I say, I'm making the glass for it. The windshield that was in the kit was just toasted. it was bad. As you can see, I got a little bit of trimming to do up here in the top corner right there to get it to lay back flat, but that's just that colored styrene, trimming it down so it'll fit the vent windows. But I don't know if I can get it to where you can see them or not. Got some Chrysler logo floor mats in it. The console is actually a cut and reshaped console out of a 70 Cornet and the pistol grip shifter. But like I said, you know, I just got the wheel tucked up there, and I got to put some backs on it. But no, I just thought it turned out pretty good. The bare metal on it, I was pleased with how it turned out. It laid down pretty good. It's already starting to get a little dusty, but polish her up a little bit. If I can try to get this one done, I may take it Saturday. I don't know. Those wheels came off of the back wheels came off of one of the police car, the MPC police car. I think that one came off the TJ Hooker kit, but I like that deep dish look, a little wider meat on the back. Got a lot of compliments on it, so I was pretty pleased with it. And that was one that once I get that windshield tweaked, I'm gonna get that bare metal foil piece, get it permanent. Did a little different. We went over to my buddy Jeremy's house for one of our club meetings, and Jeremy had this tape they got from the hospital. He's got a lot of supplies from the hospital, but I thought, what the heck, you know? So I put it on there and painted it black. It gives it that effect of the old underhood covering. But yeah, it was when I started building it, it was starting to get that something you'd see cruising down the boulevard, late 60s, early 70s. Just a little something different, but I was happy with how it turned out. And then I did acquire a few kits here recently. Most of them really can't get to at the moment, but there are a couple that just it's starting to round out my collection. These are holy grails, if you call them. These are kits that I remember from my childhood. You know, my brothers had these kits. I even built them. The one in particular, I remember my brothers built it when it first came out. Wow. 2 o'clock in the morning drinking coffee. I'll be asleep in an hour anyway, so. But anyway, you know, picked up some models. One I picked up here recently. I had one, but it's a complete kit, but all the parts, at least 90% of the parts are off the trees in Ziploc bags. But I did come across one that, in my opinion, is a lot nicer, more complete. Picked up another Tom Daniel sand crab. Oh, it's just a different kit. Always like these old kits. And what's cool about this one, it comes with the actual booklet of the kits available. The Bad Man, Uncertainty, Little Coffin, classics right there. I know you can get a lot of these in repops now, but this is advertising when it was original. The Ghost of the Red Baron. I remember my brother built that kit of that skull, and it was cool. The big scale. Then on the other side, you got your .30 scale. Get your hot rods, pickup trucks, little dirt racer. And you got your slingshots, the Indy cars, midgets. I thought that was pretty cool. It still had that in there. This is the kind of stuff in my personal collection. These are the kind of things I like to set back, put them in a sleeve or something, put them in a binder. But no, this one here, like I said, it's a complete one. All the chromes on the tree. Everything on the tree. Glass is pristine. 2 pieces of the tire are off, but other than that, I'm pleased with it. And for the price I gave for it, I was very, very pleased. So that was the one I picked up. And then the other one I picked up, it's been that elusive kit, should I say. Many times I've tried to get one and always come up short. But recently I got one, very pleased with it. And what was pretty cool about it, after I won it on eBay, and I think I gave a decent price for it, especially the quality of the build. I mean, it's got a couple of flaws on it, but hey, this thing was built in the mid-60s. It's an original build. I was very pleased to get it, but what I was getting at was after I won it, I posted a picture of it on Facebook. Then next thing you know, I get a person getting in contact with me on Facebook. A gentleman named Steve Scott, the builder and designer of the car, the original one-to-one car, and told me he was trying to track me down. So yeah, I guess he registers who the owners are and stuff like that. So, you know, he kind of gets an idea. But the old uncertainty, this has been one of my holy grails for quite a while. I remember this model sitting on the dresser in my brother's bedroom in roughly 1968, shortly before he went to the Marine Corps. This exact car, but when he left for the Marine Corps in '68, the car disappeared. It actually went to my older brother's residence at that time, and so did the other bunch of kits. But no, this is one I always remembered, and I always admired it. It was always a cool looking car, the old Uncertainty. And what's neat about it, I mean, you know, you got your old Buick motor in there. I read a story about how the body was made. Everything was hand shaped, and it was pretty cool. This was built in a garage. This car was actually built in a garage. Took a lot of awards in the '60s, early '70s, which was pretty cool. But yeah, finally got one for the case. I don't know. I've kind of, as you can see right there at the back of the cab, glue. I'm not sure, something done something to the paint. That was what I was looking at, thinking maybe that's possibilities of a rebuild later on. But we'll see. I mean, this is an original build. And when they're an original build from the '60s that you know, is still in this kind of a condition, you can't really bring yourself sometimes to rebuild them. But I don't know. I may build up the courage one day here and decide to strip it and do it over. But as she says, she's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Very happy to have that in my collection. Well, like I said, just coming on here, saying hey's. I got some new subscribers recently. Thanks for coming aboard. You know, things at work starting to slow down. Of course, I'll be going to this show down in Louisville this coming Saturday. That'll probably put some fire under me. I'll come home and want to start building. I'll look at other people's builds and go, man, I got to go home and do one like that, you know, or similar to it. So maybe that'll get my juices flowing again. I don't know. But anyway, just wanted to pop in here, say hey to everybody. Haven't really had a chance to really watch a whole lot of videos lately. But I'm glad that, you know, I get an opportunity now and then to check some of them out at least. May not get to watch the whole thing, but, you know, get to see part of it at least. But anyway, just wanted to check in, let everybody know everything's still going good down here at the nest. Got 90% of my shelving up. If it wasn't such a mess in there right now, I'd take you on a tour real quick, but we'll wait another day on that. The remnants of the packages that some articles was in, man, it's just a mess. Got everything somewhat sorted. Still got a little bit to go through. Plenty of rat rod parts, I know that. I've got multiple boxes of bodies and chassis and parts and pieces. So may get the spirit to get back into building a few more rat rods too. But anyway, y'all take care. I'll probably do a check-in video after this weekend. See if, you know, maybe get lucky enough to bring home a piece of hardware or two. See how it goes. So until then, this is old Dave down here at the Rat's Nest. Everybody have a good morning, good evening, wherever you're at. We'll check in this weekend. We'll talk at you later.